Chef Dez, corporate chef of bcegg.com, coming at you from my kitchen. Got a great recipe I want to share with you. It's called egg and chorizo taco filling. Everybody likes tacos. I mean, every Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Well, maybe not every Tuesday. But this is a great recipe to incorporate eggs, which are nutritious, essential amino acids, key nutrients that you can add to your taco meat, fill your tacos, and let's be honest, meat's not cheap, and it's going to extend that filling a little bit farther. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to teach you how to make your own chorizo sausage. So a lot of times you can't find raw chorizo, you can only find it smoked. So very simple, with a combination of spices, you can create your own chorizo sausage. So again, chorizo sausage is Mexican sausage, a little bit of kick to it, a little heat, some great flavors, and it's really simple to make on your own. And you're going to start with just ground pork. We have 500 grams of ground pork. Now the recipe for this is going to be on bcegg.com. If it's not on there now, it will be on there shortly. And look it up for all the measurements. Let's get started. So we have ground pork. To that we're going to add a sweet smoked paprika. Now the one thing you want to remember with chorizo sausage, it usually has ancho chili. So what we're going to do is we're going to mimic ancho chili by going with smoked paprika and a little bit of cayenne for the heat. So that's going to go in there next. To that we're going to add granulated garlic or garlic powder, salt, pepper, oregano, coriander, cumin, cinnamon, cloves, and 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And all we want to do is just mix that up thoroughly. Now you're going to want to mix it up all the way so you see, basically you see the pink there. You want to make sure that it's all the way incorporated and the whole mixture will just change into a solid color, a consistent color. This way it'll get all the flavors evenly distributed through the whole mixture. And you have your own chorizo sausage mixture. Next we want 6 fresh BC eggs. Beaten in advance. Okay, and we'll set that to the side. Little tip I'm going to give you about the diced red onion. So in the recipe, you want about 1/2 cup of diced red onion, small dice. And what we're going to do is we're going to empty it into a strainer and just rinse it under cold water. And what that does, it just sort of takes some of that harsh raw onion flavor away. I don't want to cook the red onion because when you cook red onion, it really loses that bright color. It almost goes gray. So if you rinse really well, or you can soak it and then drain it really well, you're still going to retain that nice purple and white brilliance without having all that raw onion flavor. And we'll just let that drain really well, and we'll set that to the side. Next, we want a whole jalapeno pepper. I recommend that if you don't want it too spicy, you want to take out the seeds and the membrane. If you want it nice and hot, leave the seeds and the membrane in, but let me show you how to do this. Cut off your stem, cut it in half, cut it in quarters, and then what I want you to do is take your knife and cut out the white membrane and all the seeds, okay? That's where most of the heat lies, is in the seeds and the white membrane. A lot of people think it's just the seeds, but it's that white membrane as well. Once you have the whole pepper cut with the membrane and the seeds out, you're going to cut it into thin strips, like so, and then dice it. All right, let's get to the recipe. So we have a medium non-stick pan on medium heat. We're going to add about 1 tablespoon of canola oil. Now I do that because I made my own chorizo mix. If you can actually find raw chorizo in the grocery store, it's going to have a lot of fat in there. You won't need to add that extra tablespoon, but because we made our own, you're going to need to add a little bit of fat. And now we're going to cook this until the meat is brown, about 10 minutes. And you want to make sure during that process you're stirring it and breaking it up into little pieces. Now you're going to notice a lot of liquid coming out of the meat. The key is to brown it and evaporate a lot of that liquid. See the steam coming from there? All right, we're there. So the next thing you want to do is get our BC eggs. and pour those in there. Still on medium heat, and stir that around. And you're just basically scrambling the eggs in with the chorizo. And again, this is a great way to extend your taco meat a little further by adding some great nutrition and protein. And just keep stirring it until it's thoroughly cooked through. All right, we're done. Bang off the heat. Next thing you're going to do is take your 175 grams of aged white cheddar. Really good flavor in this cheese for this recipe. And with the heat off, you're just going to stir this in. This mixture is still really warm, so just the heat from the mixture and the residual heat from the pan is going to melt this cheese. Then what I want you to do is just sort of smooth it out. And then everything else that you would normally fill your tacos with is just going to go on top. And you have a one pan filling. So we're going to do yellow bell pepper, about a half a cup, diced. Some diced tomatoes, half a cup as well. Here's our diced jalapeno. Look at the colors we're creating with this. Amazing. Rinsed and drained red onion. Look at that pop. Wow. A little bit of finely chopped cilantro. And then to top it all off, squeeze of a lime. Just get in there, half a lime rather, and just squeeze it all over. That gives a really great bright flavor to that. All right, and we're done. This is how easy it is. So you have your filling, you put this directly right on the table. It looks beautiful, and everybody just goes through and fills their own taco. Everything that you could want in a taco is in there. You have your vegetables, you have your protein, and we even have BC eggs. Pretty cool. So everybody just take a spoon and dish out however much they want in their taco. Look at that nice melty cheese. And there you have it. Pretty cool. Now, if you want to do quesadillas, you can do that as well. Burritos, enchiladas, whatever you want. Let me show you how to make a quesadilla out of this. You want to start off with a tortilla, soft tortilla. What I do when I'm making a quesadilla, I just want to put a little bit more cheese, just to have this as some glue, and spread the cheese all the way around. And what that does, it'll melt that cheese onto the tortilla. Once the cheese is melted, you can put your filling on half, fold it in half, and then brown both sides, and you're done. Let me show you. Okay, so now we're going to get some of our egg and chorizo taco filling and put it on half, and then get a flipper, fold it in half, and now we're going to take that to the cutting board, and you cut it in your segments, and you have a quesadilla. There you have it, egg and chorizo taco filling, bcegg.com. Make sure you check out the website, whole bunch of other great recipes, just like this one. Where are you getting your protein from?